Hey Crazy Crafters, it's time for Technique of the Week with Krazy Kreations.
That's right, we are the crazy ladies here at Krazy Kreations. My name is Kara.
I'm Jackie.
And we are so delighted to have you here at Krazy Kreations. And we are a mother-daughter team, in case you didn't know that. And we love to do everything crazy.
Yes, along with our crazy crew. So Technique of the Week is where we feature a brand new crafting technique featuring Krazy Kreations products. So that could be outline stickers, handmade glitter paper. We also sell kits, and we love to sell kits on Technique of the Week.
We do, so that means there will be a kit today, and I'm really excited about today's project because it is kind of bringing our standard base of how to color on glitter, which we are going to demonstrate today, but it's showing you a really fun way to do the inside of a card, and I think you're going to be blown away by it.
Yes, it's like there's a secret surprise inside of the card. I can't wait to get started. Now, I'd like to know in the comments if you're excited for this episode of Technique of the Week.
Yes, so be sure to comment because we are reading as we're going along and we'd love to interact with you. And don't forget to give us all those likes and fun things as we do our crazy demonstration.
All right, so let's take a look at this beautiful card and then we'll show you how to do this on your own. Okay, so here is our sample card for today. Now, this looks like an ordinary card from the front.
It does. So it has our beautiful glitter with our outline sticker and our glitter paper, and it's all colored and just so pretty. And look how bright and fun this paper is. It immediately says birthday, doesn't it?
Yes, so the theme of today's project is birthday with an ice cream sundae.
I know, it's so beautiful.
And by the way, we did have a post we'd like you to answer on our page about your favorite element in a banana split.
Ooh, that's right. Do you have a favorite element, Jackie?
I think the chocolate syrup. That makes a banana split for me.
I like the banana part with the cold ice cream. I just think that's such a great combo. In fact, after this, we should go get a banana split.
That sounds so yummy.
All right, so back to our sundae because I love all the chocolate syrup. And what kind of ice cream do you think this is?
Sherbet?
Sherbet, maybe, or maybe it's pumpkin spice because we're going into the fall.
Oh, there you go.
So why don't you all let us know what color ice cream, orange, could be, what flavor? I say pumpkin spice.
Yes, I like that idea.
Okay, so here's the really fun part. So we're going to show you how to make this beautiful part of the card, or the coloring, I should say. But are you ready for it? Look at the inside. Ooh, it's an exploding card. Look how fun that is. So it just kind of opened right up. So let me do it again. So you have your card is closed. And here we go. It's like a pop-up right inside. Isn't that fun?
It is really fun. So there's this element of an exploding kind of card on the inside. You can put your sentiment here, decorate the inside, and then embellish with pattern papers.
Yes, and if you want, you could write all in these little areas here, right? There's so many opportunities here.
I agree. So I'm really excited about this. Now, the main technique for today is how to create this element right here. We're also going to show you how to do a little bit of blending and shading to create this beautiful pumpkin spice sundae.
Okay, so let's start with the sundae because we all like to color, and I think it's good to remind everybody how easy and fun it is to color on our glitter paper.
Okay, it is really easy. So all you need is a few supplies. The first one is microfine glitter paper from Krazy Kreations, and it does have to be this glitter paper because it's handmade and velvety smooth. So we're going to rub it or burnish.
Yeah, so burnishing is just rubbing it, and we're doing that so we're removing any excess glitter, and also those oils in our fingers, it makes it really nice and shiny, right?
Yes, I agree. So you're adding shine, you're getting some of the extra glitter off so that when you go back to rub it again, nothing comes off. It's wonderful.
That's so wonderful.
Especially for the guys. I know they don't like to have extra glitter on them all the time, so it's okay to give them a Krazy Kreations card. The glitter doesn't shed.
I totally agree, but for the girls, it's nice and blingy.
It is.
So there we go.
All right, so after you've rubbed the glitter paper, the next step is to grab one of our outline stickers. And these are vinyl, and we're just gonna peel the outline and place it on the glitter paper.
Now I notice this one has a white kind of looking one and the rest of it is all black. What's the difference?
So this one has been used. We've used the outline already, so you can tell we have 2 left plus all of these extra elements.
Yeah, so we used that one right here. So this was the outline to this, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So we just start by peeling.
And you can peel anywhere, right?
Yes. How many of you have this outline sticker already? Let us know in the comments.
I love it. I love ice cream. But I don't get to eat it a lot because we don't buy it since we live 30 minutes from the nearest grocery store. I'm always afraid it's going to melt.
Yeah, that is the thing about ice cream.
And then when I decide I want it, I didn't pre-plan to put a cooler or anything of that nature in my car. And we have been dealing with incredibly hot weather. So I don't think it's a good idea.
No, it's been... Actually, it was a little bit cooler yesterday.
Yeah, 88.
I know, to us that's cool.
Yes.
All right, so let's zoom in here so we can look at that. You'll notice that I burnished or rubbed it with my finger, and that's just to seal the sticker in. And then we're going to start coloring with our Right Art alcohol markers.
Now, if you're not familiar with an outline sticker, this is made of hardy vinyl. We mainly sell black because it's kind of the favorite stamping ink as well. And this is almost like having an embossed image. So when you peel it, that vinyl is kind of like an embossing, wouldn't you say? So it's an alternative to stamping. Now the vinyl stickers will go on any medium. So we're using it on our glitter paper, but you can put it on pattern paper, cardstock, blending cardstock. You could put it on acetate, vellum, glass, acrylic,
There's
wood.
so many different things you can do. And it
Yes.
looks embossed, but it's actually a sticker. So it's the best of both worlds.
Right.
All right, so let's start by coloring. We should have our sample out here. Let's start by coloring this beautiful orange sherbet ice cream. Now, is it sherbet or sherbet?
I say sherbet.
I know, me too. All right, so we're gonna need 2 colors. Even though it looks like it's just a plain orange, we're actually doing some shading with the dark orange and a light orange, and this is gonna create that effect of shadows and highlights. So I'm gonna start with that dark orange first, using the brush tip, and I'm just gonna place the color where I want the shadow.
Yes, so in order to get that beautiful shading on our glitter paper, you just need a very light marker with a very dark, right?
Yes. And then I'm going to take my light orange, YR01, and I'm going to go to the edge of that dark orange and just pull it or drag it into the white area. And that's going to blend the colors together, and then it creates a highlight just like that.
Beautiful.
So it really adds dimension without a lot of effort.
Super easy.
Let's do a little bit more. I love this orange color.
You know, with the fall coming, that is one of my favorite time of the years. What about you?
I agree. I'm ready for that cooler weather, the sweater weather.
The sweater weather, but I like all the homemade cooked food. I mean, I just think about the turkey, the pumpkins, the mashed potatoes, the gravy. It's just all so comforting, right?
It is. Now, who would you send this card to if you were making it?
Well, it is a birthday card, so you know what I love about it? It could be for a male or a female. So it could be pretty much anybody. So who has a birthday coming up?
Mike?
Mike, yes.
Mr. Krazy?
Mr. Krazy. We'll give it to Mr. Krazy.
So I'm going to color the glass now with a dark blue and a light blue. His birthday's in November though, so if your birthday is in September, even August, let us know. Because someone might be making this card for you.
Absolutely. But you know, you can never have enough birthday cards on hand because ultimately or inevitably you'll forget about somebody and then be so glad you had a card handy, right?
Oh yes, you should always have an extra stash of birthday cards because you never know when you forget. Hopefully you don't. But look how beautiful this is. It looks like glass, so it's just a dark blue and a light blue. And I don't think you can ever get tired of coloring on this glitter paper.
No, it's so easy. Now, the wonderful thing about Krazy Kreations is we kind of have fine-tuned or honed in on 24 favorite colors, and we offer a set that is kind of what we use in most of all of our kits, except for we add a few skin and hair tones when we do that. Now, we have been talking about expanding that color selection just a little bit, but for now, that's what we do, right?
Yeah, so once you have the 24 set, you can pretty much do all of our sample projects. It just gives you a really nice range of color. And look at that, beautiful.
It is beautiful, and I do want to point out that there are 140 different Right Art marker colors. So you could really go crazy if you had all of them.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to stop there, or should I finish my sundae?
No, let's keep going. It looks delicious.
All right, so we'll do some chocolate syrup. Hey, I forgot a little piece of the orange, and nobody told me.
Oh, dear.
There we go.
But you caught it.
I do that all the time. I forget a little spot, and I have to go back. Now, when I color, I try to do all of the same color sections at one time. So I'll do all the orange, I'll do all the brown. That way it's just easier for me to put my markers away as I'm coloring.
Now you just used our darkest brown, which was E18, and I believe you're going to come in and use E28 as the lighter shade of brown.
Yes. This is a fudge chocolate syrup. Do you remember that crackle syrup that they used to have?
That is like my favorite. I love it.
You would pour it out like a regular chocolate syrup, and then it would harden into a chocolate shell, and it was just really yummy.
You are so making me want to have some ice cream.
All right, let's keep coloring this. Now, a question we often get is, how do you know where to put the shading? Well, it's up to you as the artist or the colorist to decide, and just remember, there's no shading police.
No shading police saying you did it right or wrong. You know what becomes the most noticeable is when you don't shade and everything looks one-dimensional. So just kind of pick a side, pick the center, pick whatever hits your fancy, and let that be the dark part, and then the rest will be the light. Look how beautiful that is.
Okay, we have our ice cream sundae. So after coloring it, you would cut it out with scissors or your scan and cut, depending on what you prefer. And then it's ready to be used on the front of your card.
I think that's beautiful. Now I notice that there's a spoon here, and to get this beautiful kind of silver gray look, you're going to use your grays in your 24 set. So this is actually the CG Cool Gray 6 and 2. So that kind of gives you a guide on how to get a silver spoon, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so that's really cool. So I love that. Now it's very, very easy to cut this out, and I'm just going to quickly just show you, if you were the scissor method, there is no problem at all just following the outline, okay? So that's how easy it is, just like that, all right? Okay, so Jackie, beautiful coloring.
And I can't wait to see how to make the inside of this exploding card.
Okay, so let's go to that. So we have decorated the outside. You know, you'll have your papers, and if you buy our kit that we're going to be offering, you will get these beautiful papers. I love the dots. I love the gingham, don't you?
I do.
Okay, so now when you open it, you have this exploding part. So let's go ahead and see how to do that part right here.
Okay, so I'm going to keep it open.
I think we have to go out a little bit. So we're going to need our scoreboard, and the scoreboard, this is called the Score Buddy, which is a smaller version of a larger scoreboard, and I just absolutely love these because it's wonderful for making creases in your paper. Now mine is a little bit older than the newer version. The newer version has more notches, which I like. But you use this to kind of make that seam or that crease in the paper, so when you fold it, it's a lot easier. So in order to get the inside of the exploding, you want to cut yourself a square, and this square happens to be 5.5 by 5.5. So if you had an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, you can cut that in half and then the other part 5.5. Does that make sense?
It does. So you get 2 squares on a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper.
Right, so now what you need to do is you need to score this in half. So Jackie, here's your math. What's half of 5.5?
2 3/4.
Right, so I'm just going to kind of move this a little bit so I have a better angle. And so up here this says 2, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4. So I have my paper lined up against the side, and then I'm going to use my little tool and just make that crease. And I like to go twice. I don't know why I do that. Now I'm going to turn this around, and again it's the same. Half, because this is 5.5, so you said that was
2 3/4.
2 3/4. So there we go. So we've actually now made kind of a cross. I don't know if you can see that, but we have a score line here and a score line there. Now we need to make one more score line, and it needs to be a diagonal. And unfortunately, my score buddy doesn't really help me, so I'm bringing in my paper cutter. And I'm going to use the little dent in here where you cut the paper with my score tool. So you need to make one diagonal. So I'm matching this corner up and this corner up into the crease of my paper trimmer. Can we see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to hold that, and I'm going to score my diagonal.
Now while you're doing that, there was a question about what are the best red markers to get. So in the 24 set there's R17 and R03, but I believe we also have a trio of reds that we recommend if you're going to do more shading on cardstock. So
yes.
We have 5 recommendations, and they're in the trio and the 24 set.
Very good. Red is one of my favorite colors. Okay, so now that we have these score lines that we could see, it's time to fold. So you're just literally going to fold this over, and then if you use your bone folder, you're just going to kind of crease that, and then we have a fold this way, and we're going to crease that, and then we only have one diagonal. Where did that go, Jackie? There it is. And you're just going to go along the crease there. Okay, now do you need a scoring tool? No, but it just helps. You can see how easy that was for me, right? Okay, now to make the explosion box, what the easiest thing to do is just remember to keep these diagonal folds on the outside and the other ones on the inside. Remember these right here? Then you're just going to kind of get it there. Why, oh why? Come on. Works every other time except live, right? You want to help me? Hey, it always works.
Okay, I would fold the diagonals in. You got to fold this one in.
Okay, you help me.
Okay, so it's going to go like
there
this.
We go. See, it just took Jackie. So can you just say, okay. So the diagonals are here. They go in. Sorry, you know, I've done it too many times today. And now you have this very flat square. Isn't that cool?
It is cool. So I'm guessing the top square and the bottom get adhered to the inside of the card.
Yes, we're going to do that. So, all right. Sorry about that, everybody, but it's live. Okay. So when you do adhere it, you're right. It's going to be this on the bottom, this on the top. But let's just look at what it takes to kind of decorate in there. Are you for that?
Okay.
All right. So now what we're going to do is take our paper trimmer, and maybe I can move this over a little bit. And because these squares, do you remember what we used as our scoring?
2 3/4.
Right. So what we're going to do is I've cut this at 2.5 and 2.5 by 2.5. And see how those just go right in there? Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Now to do this part, I also have another 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch square, but we're going to cut it on the diagonal. Now the reason I did 2.5 is I wanted a little bit of that matting. So when you put it down, you don't want to be in the folds or it won't fold, right?
Right. You don't want to cover up the creases.
So then this will fit like that, and the other side of the paper is this, and then you just repeat. Isn't that cool?
Okay, so I have to read this comment where you received. Yes, that is awesome. It reminds me of those finger toys we used to make as kids where you write something on the triangle and put your fingers in. Do you remember those? I do. I called them a fortune teller when I was in school.
I like them too. I think they're totally cool, and you are so right. And of course, when I'm live, I can't seem to get it. So now, once that I have all my papers, I would simply go ahead and let's put some down so we could show how this goes in the card. Does that sound good?
Yes, and then you can decorate this as much or as little as you would like. So you can add border stickers, add bling, add your sentiment, and various outline stickers that are colored in.
And I think it's really cool sometimes just to have something different. You know, who would be expecting in your handmade glitter card of Krazy Kreations that you would have this wonderful inside little pop-up, right?
I know, it's like a little surprise when you open the card.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put these down very quickly just so we could kind of see how this works. Are there any other comments? What was the favorite name of the ice cream?
Oh, the favorite element of the ice cream sundae?
Yeah.
I haven't seen any responses to that question, so let us know what's your favorite element in an ice cream sundae, because we are featuring a sundae card today for a birthday, and we're making an exploding card. So what's your favorite element of an ice cream sundae? And also I'd like to know if you've ever made one of these exploding cards before.
Yes, and I just love how all this paper goes together, don't you? It's just so bright and happy. Now, okay, so here it is. Look how that's done. So all you have to do now is put some adhesive on each side. So the thing is, do I recommend this tape? Not really. I use score tape. However, I did find using this was kind of a saving grace, and I'll show you why.
So what she's saying is for regular card making, we love our Tombow Mono adhesive, but for interactive cards, we recommend a stronger adhesive.
Yes, and the thing is, I will show you a couple tricks that I learned. So here would be our card, and of course we would have decorated this with our orange and our border stickers and all that fun stuff. And then what you want to do is make sure you have it pointed the right way, because that would be terrible if you did it the wrong way, okay? So the little square part has to go on the bottom. I also would give you a tip to go ahead and decorate all this before you put it in the card, okay? So you don't want to have to decorate it at this point. It should already be all decorated, okay? Then what you want to do is have this point needs to be pointing down. And I found that the closer this is to the fold up here, the less pull it gave. So you have to kind of gauge what's the middle. And then you should be able to close it like this. And when you do,
voila,
there it goes. It opens up. Okay?
How awesome.
So I just think that's totally cool. What do you think?
I like the interactive cards. I think they're fun. Let us know if you like the interactive cards or if you like traditional cards.
Yeah, I just think this is so much fun. Now, if you're somebody who wants this to be a little bit flatter, because this is the way it's supposed to be, I'll show you something else that I did, and that's why I used the Tombow right here.
All right, we're learning all the tricks today.
Is if you want it to be flat, I found that if you kind of lay it down more like this, it kind of worked that way, but sometimes it's a little cattywampus with this part, okay?
Yeah.
So you have to kind of just decide. That's why I really recommend, if I had to do it for all my cards, this way is the best way.
Okay, so
okay?
Close your card. Don't lay it flat when you adhere it, or you might have it a little off.
Right, the card itself will get off. But I think that is so cool. Now, I do want to point out that this kit that we are going to offer is full of lots of stuff, okay? And it makes 3 cards, but you're going to get all the instructions on how to do this.
Yeah, so if you would like to try this, we are offering this as a technique kit on our website, crazycreations.us. It's in the technique kit category. We'll also feature it in the comments below. But you are getting everything to create 3 of these cards. You can color it however you'd like. but you're getting the glitter paper, the stickers.
Yes, but you're getting 2 glitter papers, Jackie. Not 1. We're being super generous. You're getting 2 glitter papers.
Okay, 2 glitter papers, stickers, all the papers to create everything you see here. You get instructions and a photograph. Plus, you can always replay this Technique of the Week video if you want to craft along with us.
Yes, so I just want to make it super duper clear how much stuff you're getting. You're going to get all this paper, which by itself is a lot. 3 cards, 3 envelopes. You're going to get this Sunday sticker. You're going to get a full holographic border sticker. You're going to get a full mini dot sticker. You're going to get 2 of these birthday stickers which have the sentiment on them. So, and there are 6 presents altogether, plus some balloons you may want to put somewhere. And of course, all those other things you said, the instructions, the photograph, everything. So this is a super fun project. And it is going to be limited because it is based on the amount of paper we have.
Yes, so like every Technique of the Week kit, that is already discounted and limited quantity. So if you're interested in trying the exploding card technique, you should buy your kit right away. It's already discounted in the price, and then we'll send it to you as soon as it's ready to go, and you can create 3 beautiful birthday cards.
And I just think buying that kit is such a great way to get started, because once you get how to do it, you're going to have so much fun doing this exploding thing so many different ways. And I just love that. And I love that you get to have that beautiful glitter look on the outside. And then when people open it up, they're even more surprised. So
Exactly.
I think it's great.
Yes, so again, thank you for watching our video today. This is live on the website right now, so don't forget, if you love this kit, you should buy it while it's still in stock. And if you had fun watching us today, please give us a thumbs up on our video. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. We want to hear from you. We want those thumbs up, and we look forward to seeing you on Friday during our Live Friday event. So get your kit, go craft, and check back in with us on Friday.
We have something really fun to show you. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Kara.
And we'll see you really soon. Have a crazy day.